when it's live, okay?
Yep. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's another Friday here on Dave's RC, Total Line. And on the table tonight, you guys, we have the Hawker Hunter from Dyna, man. And I was just kind of peeking through and seeing what everything is on the plane. I was going to upgrade the ESC to an 80 amp ESC. But surprise, surprise, when I went to open up the plane, it's already got an 80 amp ESC in it. And I thought that it only had a 60 amp ESC in it because that's what the box says. The box says it's a 60 amp
It's
ESC.
also an
but it's
in-runner, too, which is crazy being a Dynam.
That's right. It's got a Tomcat in-runner in it.
Show them the back of the fan unit with the motor. You can.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull it. I'll pull it off real quick because I was just about ready to put the ESC and everything back together and put everything back in together. But
well, I'm glad you made it through
guys,
all the bad weather last night, George.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a Tomcat motor in there. It's got a Tomcat in-runner. So I figured why not pull it apart a little bit and just check it out and see what's in it. And I actually wanted to put an 80 amp ESC in it.
That's because the end on it's a XT60 and none of your batteries are XT60.
That was the main reason why I was going to change it. Is that I wanted to change out the end. So I had this 80 amp Hobby King ESC that came out of my Sky Sword. And it has an XT90 connector on it, and I wanted to use the XT90. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to solder on an XT90 onto the end there and take off that XT60.
Victor, yes, it's 6S. So they now sell a 6S version of the Gloucester Meteor, and it's 2 of these fan units and 2 80 amp ESCs.
I have to know what they did with the tail section of that plane to get it to go right, because when I approach high speeds with a 6000, it's not a good time for the plane. The tail, you can see the tail buckle.
I know.
Like it's gonna break.
I know they redesigned the pods that the motors are in. So I guess that was a big issue with the EVA 262. The ESCs don't have cooling air blowed on them, which is partially why they draw more amps.
I put 85 amp ESCs in mine, and they didn't get hot. I have to admit, mine did not get hot. The ESCs didn't get hot.
Well, this latest version of the Gloucester Meteor, they're in the fan pod with the motor and EDF unit, so cold air is blowing over them. Well, that's good to hear, George, that they only lost the barn and not any people died.
Say that again. What happened?
There was some bad weather in Georgia and Kentucky and Tennessee and South Carolina last night.
Really?
At least 5. Jesus, it could have changed this morning. It was 5 or 10 people as of this morning. I haven't seen the news because we went to the sand dunes that are about an hour away from me today with the kids. So
nice and tight.
So thanks for coming to the show tonight, everybody.
Appreciate it, guys. How's everyone doing, man? I'm excited. I'm excited to get this plane up and going, you guys. Now that I've dissected it and I see what's in it.
Mr. Rajka had a birthday last week, so hopefully that was a good birthday for him.
What's he, like 21 now?
Probably.
Michael, you 21 now, man? You can actually go drink now?
You're a real boy now, so you're a Toys R Us kid.
That's right. And also in the package, you guys, I haven't opened it up yet because I didn't really want to open it up. I was going to leave it for Eric to open up, but Eric's getting the Dyna Meteor that I just did a few flights on, and Bobby actually sent a brand new retract along with this Hunter, so that Eric, when he gets the plane, can fix it up, put a new retract in it, because as you guys know, we went to take off and it fell out.
Coolly, I didn't know that. I was just going off of what Bobby said when he talked about it a week ago. That's all. So that's good to know.
So yeah,
so guys,
the plane's awesome, you guys.
If
really
you have any of these Bitco birds, including their new balsa ones that are steel because they are plug and play, even though they say they're ARF. If you have any issues, get a hold of them because they will take care of you.
Yeah, man, Bitco's come a long way, you guys, since Bobby's been in control over there, and he's doing an awesome job. Make sure you guys check out his channel. What does he have? A show that he does every Sunday night now?
Yeah.
So every Sunday, you guys, Bobby has a show that he does for Bitco. How you guys got to make sure you guys go over there and check it out. He gave me the biggest shout out on the channel, man. That was so awesome of him to do that. Definitely appreciate that, bro.
Randy's on Sundays too, so where Randy wasn't live last week, that's why I was in sorry, I'm tired. BitGo Bobby's show last week.
So yeah, Bobby and who is it? Ruffins. They have a show that are on similar times or that they overlap or something. So make sure you guys check out both. Make sure you guys go over and check out Randy, and then at the same time, maybe pull up another device and watch both at the same time. I don't care. I don't care how you do it, man. Just make sure you guys show both of them guys some love.
They're both
man.
good guys.
Yeah, they both are awesome guys. I love Randy. He's been a subscriber for a long time. And Bobby, you just can't say anything else about Bobby. Bobby is he is a really nice guy, man. I've met the guy in person at Jet Jams. Super, super cool guy. Can't wait to see him down at the event that we're going down to. I know everybody's getting their warbirds ready, and they're kind of sharing their secrets and stuff online. And I'm just kind of taking notes of what everybody's doing, you know. So be careful, guys. Be careful, guys. Be careful what you don't want to put too much information out there online, man. Just make sure, you know.
Right's 15 going on 39, right, buddy? So Jeff's Custom, how's that Tomcat going that you won from Dave's RC? He was asking me about that earlier when I called you on the phone. You were talking about that. So how's that Tomcat, Jeff? He just I
was wondering how you're coming along on the F-14. I haven't seen any videos of you flying it yet, so I imagine you're still working on it.
Mr. LJ Hobby Life is in here. Howdy, Sarge.
What's up, Sarge? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Howdy, Barry Campbell. So if we miss saying hi to you guys directly, it's not because we don't like you. We sometimes miss stuff. So if we miss saying hi to you directly or in the chat, hi to everybody.
So Jeff, you're actually ready for a maiden, huh?
That's true. That Warbird race is going to be epic, Keith.
I think my
So you did the plate and the battery tray upgrade, correct, Jeff? That Raven Rock helped RC Informer come out with.
Super sick mod, you guys. Check it out. Windy as crap here today and tomorrow. Yeah, Jeff, we're supposed to be getting some poopy weather on Sunday, so tomorrow's going to be the only chance that I get to go out and fly anything. This, unfortunately won't be ready because I want to get an AS3X receiver for it. So we'll be doing the maiden flight on this next week sometime.
Yeah, you fly off of grass, right? Just custom. So this one's
gonna wait, but we do have a couple of planes.
Yeah. I know that Tomcat, if you're gonna fly off of grass, at least the metal plate upgrade for the mains is like a must.
When I flew my F-14 for the first time, you guys, I flew that thing off grass, and it didn't go bad. I mean,
it'll do it, but because the material there is real thin, the gears start doing this in the foam and breaking the foam. So that's why RC Informer and Raven Rock came out with that plate.
Keep your runway short on landing.
Keep
your runway short on landing. Try to keep your runway short on takeoff too.
It keeps the landing gear from doing this individually in the foam and breaking the foam by having that metal plate.
I mean, it takes absolutely, even with the old power system that mine has in it, it takes absolutely nothing for that thing to get up off the ground. So, it comes up really quick, guys. If you really want it to, it'll come up quick.
You're waiting to be more like Dana, Ken. You mean more like Jeff's custom? Him and Dana both have a bunch of planes unboxed. That's why Ken's teasing Dana's RC.
Yeah, well, Jeff Custom has a bunch of planes that he still has to unbox too, doesn't he? Craig Beeman, George Watts, how's it going, guys? Listen, hey, you guys, listen. One quick thing I want to throw out there. It is the week before the giveaway, so any donations, guys, would be great. We're only at around, like, what did I say, Eric? $75?
Plus the 25 I threw in.
No, that's including the 25.
Oh, okay.
So we're literally at $75 for next week's giveaway, including what I put in. So, we're looking at, like, what is that? So that would be 253. So $325. We're only at about $325 for the giveaway next week. So anything that you guys can pitch in for the giveaway, make sure you do it tonight or on next week's show.
Plus,
that way we can post out of the giveaway.
Plus, David, I talked about you guys that are overseas. It's kind of hard for you guys to come to these shows. And since Dave just sends the money to you now, if you're one of these overseas guys, you can be in the drawings now, and you don't have to be in the show. We thought that was fair for you guys because your time zone is completely different than ours.
So basically what we've done, guys, is there's a few guys like Dad's Hangar, RC Hangar,
or Mickey BRC that's in the chat now.
Yeah, and then Jeff Nichols and all those guys who have been longtime subscribers and have never been able to get in on these giveaways. Now that I'm giving money via PayPal, it would be kind of like, unfair for me not to include them in the giveaways. If they have PayPal and they happen to not be there as well, they don't have to be in it to win it, because when we're doing the giveaways here, it's literally like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning over there, and they have families and they sleep. And so if any of the overseas guys win, we're going to go ahead and honor that. And then we have a couple others like Skip Built and John Hill that, don't have to be there.
So if you don't have a number tonight, and I'm pretty sure Mickey doesn't, you need to tell me so I can assign you one. And guys, you might want to check David Yourself's channel out. He's trying to get to 500 subs, and if he says he needs 5 more, and if he does get to 500, he's giving away a brand new Arrows F-15. And everybody that's gotten that plane said it's the sweetest bird they've got so far.
So yeah, just to touch on Jeff's opinion here. Yeah, guys, that Draco, that thing's not going to be for everyone. I mean, I almost feel bad that it's not something that's appealing to me, because I am a influencer, and so is Jeff, and it's just, like I said, it's just not it's not my thing. The plane's not my thing. I kind of like the history of it. I think it was a cool plane that he built and everything, and sad story of how he lost it. Almost like
$550 for a plug and play is pricey.
The price is what's actually killing me, you guys. I mean, you take a plane that literally can be sold for $400 and they could still profit, and
probably $300. Because most of their birds that go on sale are ones that are super overpriced and they sell once they're on sale. EC 1500 is case example of that. I mean, they sell some at regular price, but once they put it on sale, they can't keep them in stock. Now, that does influencers out there that actually get the plane and fly it, that I won't take notice and watch your videos and comment on them and enjoy the fun that you're having with it through your videos. It's just not something. It's really, honestly, I don't have the freaking room for it right now. Anyway, it's a 1900. Just over 9. It's like it's between 1900. It's between 1900 and 2000 millimeters when you actually look at the specs. I mean, so it's basically 2000 millimeters. It's not a small plane. So we got some super chats, Battle. So Tug Hill,
I'm checking on him right now. Oh, Tug Hill RC, thank you so much for that.
For the giveaway.
And Jeff Custom RC with $10.
Yep.
Appreciate it, guys. But yeah, man, it's a little out of my price range for what the plane is, and to be honest with you, I'd fly it once for the video, and probably the thing would never see the air again. I have the Carbon Z Cub, and I told myself if I was going to get a high wing trainer, just to have one so that I could, fly.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you end up wanting to get that Draco, I'll buy the Carbon Z off you.
No. I'm not getting the Draco.
No, I'm just telling you, if you end up doing it for content, I can find a home for that Carbon Z. So,
if
Connor, congratulations. Look what he just said. And then George is saying, check your PayPal.
All right, you guys, I will check the PayPal periodically through the night. Mr. George, you know what? Because I just want to throw that out there that we were at $75 in donation money because of Mr. George Watts and Eric Shadow Ops. So thank you both for what you guys do for the channel, man. We definitely appreciate it. Love everything that you guys do. George, you're an awesome supporter of the channel. You're just an awesome dude, period, man. And Shadow Ops was kind enough to donate $25 as well. So that's what actually put us at the $25 mark or the $75 mark.
Speaking of giveaway next week, because I'm almost at 200 subs and my birthday's next Saturday, I'm going to be throwing in the drawing a fiery booty of choice to the winner. So even if you are wanting a 90mm one, I'll get the 90mm one. I'll pay for your choice. So,
Victor Shameless. And yeah, Eric, thank you for doing that, man. That's awesome. So Victor Shameless and George Watts, both for the $25 donation for next week's show.
I'll be right back. Just keep doing the show. My co-pilot is saying I need to go potty, Dad. So
yeah, I hear him.
I'll be right back.
All right, now that we got rid of Eric, anyone that wants to make fun of him right now before he gets back, go ahead, drop him in the. Let's do it. No, I'm just kidding. I love Eric to death, man. He does so much on his side for me, man. He runs the show. He's got. If you guys can look over to the right here on the screen, you'll see that George is Eric's got the screen up because he wants to revamp the numbers a little bit. When we go to do our drawings, we're like clicking this thing like 3 or 4 times before we even get somebody that actually has a number, and then that person's not even in the chat. So we kind of just want to revamp everything. David, yourself, thank you so much, man. $20. Appreciate that, man. And every super chat that you guys put in. See, I won't get paid for those super chats until next month. However, what I do is I do take the money.
You just reinvest it back.
I pull it out of my own pocket.
And then you just reinvest it.
For you guys, and then when YouTube pays me back next month, that's when I reimburse myself. So any PayPal's that are any super chats that you guys do leave, I actually take those out of pocket and reimburse myself later through getting paid from YouTube. So definitely appreciate those, you guys.
No,
just looking at the chat.
Don't wreck them. And my name's not with a K, buddy.
No, I told him, I said, hurry up, Eric's out of the room. If you guys want to make fun of him real quick, hurry up. Nobody did, I don't think.
Keith Christie, we like Air Marshal, but being a submariner, you kind of have to have a few screw looses upstairs, and submariners are in that group just like ground pounders that have other screw looses more than normal people, so we like Air Marshal, but he's got some screw looses being a former submariner.
Air Marshal was letting me know what he was going to put inside of his Dynam Warbird for the pylon race, and if this thing doesn't go nuclear and explode and destroy everything within a 100-mile radius, I'll be surprised. Just saying. Connor Vale, what is up, man? Good to see you in here, buddy.
That's what I was telling you. Did you see his last comment? He's got some good news about pilot training. Private pilot license. You'll have to scroll up. I'll just read it. I'll read it for you. He says, "What up, guys?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Got some hella good news. I got thumbs up to use my cadet program's aircraft and instructor, and thumbs up to start flight training for my private pilot's license."
Dave Marshall's that's Dave Marshall?
No, Connor Vale.
Oh, Connor Vale. Yeah, that makes complete sense, Connor. You've been wanting to fly for a long time. Good for you, buddy. Good for you, man. I know you've been talking about that since, what, 6th grade? 6th grade football? I mean, that's awesome, man. This kid is such an aviation buff, and for him to only be a freshman in high school, and he's already going to go for his pilot's license and getting his thumbs up for doing.
Well, that's why I went into the Army, is because had I not gotten PTSD, I was going to become a warrant officer and become a Black Hawk pilot, because I've always wanted to be a pilot my whole life. Absolutely awesome, Connor, dude. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. You know, out
out of all the kids on the teams and all the kids that I've coached over the years, you got your head on your shoulders, man. You're not a troublemaker. You're a good kid. You've always done the right things. You do the right things. You're not a spoiled brat. You're actually a really good kid who listens, and that's, as a coach, when you're coaching football, that's the kind of kids that you need. Like, I know we talk about kids all the time being coachable. You're a very coachable kid, not just in football, but in life itself, man. So congratulations to you, man. I'm very proud of you, man. Very proud of you.
Congrats there, Connor. So, Spencer, I take it nobody showed up right at closing tonight like the other night, buddy? Well, Mickey, that was a plan, but at least in the Army, if you start getting treatment for PTSD, they deem you unstable and ground you for life. So I did become a pilot flying expensive drones for the Army, but I never was able to get into flying the Blackhawks.
That would have been sweet if you did. But still, flying the drones, that's pretty cool too, man. I mean, shit, we're all RC pilots here, and we love doing this. We love flying these things around. Imagine if you got to do that with a large-scale, pusher prop that you fly via, first-person view, that'd be sick.
Discover RC, I know you just went to supper, but you haven't wrenched out. Thanks for reminding me, Lee. And Discover RC, you're number 82.
So you guys, this plane now, Pilot Ryan, when I was talking about this in the chat the other day, Pilot Ryan was saying how they didn't have to use the nose weight; they were using 32s and 3300s, and they weren't noticing any tail heaviness or whatnot. But the Petrinkick brothers, on the other hand, said that even with putting the nose in the weight, or the nose weight in the nose, they were still experiencing a tail heavy plane. Now, I don't know why that is or how that is. You got two different pilots that are actually good RC pilots that are having two different experiences. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to X-nay on putting the lead weight in the front, and I'm just going to throw 4,000 packs in this thing.
I just see where CG's at before. It could be they were using a really light battery.
I think, and maybe. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it with 4,000s and see where it CGs. It says that this thing has it's literally right behind the canopy. That's where the CG is. So the CG is literally like right here on the top of the plane. That's where the CG mark is.
Mickey, that's cool. So the week before they showed Roach Coach's helis, and then this week they showed some of Mickey BRC's. That's cool. Yeah, I was on the road today. We went to Bruno Sandud's I did with the kids. We have the biggest single height sand dune in the U.S. in Idaho. That's about an hour away. So we went there today to go hike on the sand dunes.
Spencer Keefe says he flew his 3200 with no lead, and yours was not tail heavy at all, Spencer? He said he changed the front gear. Now I know why you changed the front gear, guys. Let me show you.
It's a little wobbly.
Look at this front gear. I'll probably end up changing the front gear after the first couple of flights too.
Sergeant's saying that basically if you just go with a heavy battery pack, like you said, it'd probably do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I always like to fly heavier packs, anyways, guys. Spencer, that's good to know that you put no lead in 3200 or 3300, and it was fine. That's good to know, dude.
The Petindra,
and we're changing out the connector on this too, you guys. This has got an XT60 connector. And I'm going to change this out to an XT90. That's the only mod that I'm making on the plane. I thought there was a 60 amp ESC in this, so I tore it apart. We found out it's actually got an 80 amp ESC in it. And most 6S packs that you buy either have EC5s or XT90s. So I'm definitely going to change out this plug or get some kind of an adapter. That way, I don't have an issue with
Ryan just put in the chat what batteries they flew it with, and it worked fine. So, okay, sorry, I misread that, Mickey.
1,000 Gens Ace and 3,300. So, with the 4,000, Ryan, with the 4,000, did it feel a little bit more like the way I like my plane? It's a little bit more nose.
He said no lead in the back at all.
Yeah, I got rid of that lead piece, dude. I don't even know where it went. I'm not even going to mess with that lead piece. I just figured that I could make the weight adjustments with using a heavier or lighter pack.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Bus Driver and Randy. Spencer said he went with the F-35 landing gear. That new F-35 does have some nice landing gear on it.
So just for the nose gear, though, Spencer, you just use the F-35 nose gear landing nose gear. That's it. That's it. That's the only one. The ones in the back are okay here, right?
Howdy, Dana's RC. I hear you've got just as much, if not more, planes still in the box, just like Jeff Custom RC.
That's not a bad problem.
Or are they full of sand, as you like to comment about having sand places?
I already watched the videos, Ryan. I just can't remember. I can't remember what you did. I've already watched your video on this plane and others. And the Petrin Kick brothers just came out with their video today. I'm actually a little curious to find out what they found about the plane.
Ken, he will. He's periodically checking it. So Ken Sprouse says when you have a second, check your PayPal.
Okay, I'll go check it.
It looks like Spencer said he did all of them.
Ryan, just because I don't comment on your video, I watch all your videos, bro. I watch every one of your videos, man. And I don't know what's going on with YouTube lately, man, but I have my notifications turned on for just about every one of you guys.
YouTube shenanigans.
It does not show me when you guys pop up with a video. Like, the only people that pop up is Jeff Custom RC, Pilot Ryan, the Petrin Kick brothers, and then a couple of the other guys. But, like, I was just looking at Hamilton's Hangar and LJ Hobby. They got so many new videos and flight videos up. Jeff from Lower Alabama. I literally had to go to your channels to see your new videos that are up. I am not getting notified whatsoever for the videos. It only seems like I'm getting notified of the ones that I had prior to when this mess started happening.
So we learned last night, I know you weren't in Kenny's show, that his property used to be a ranch for mini horses.
Ken Sprouse, thank you so much. $25 donation through PayPal, you guys.
You're all good, Jermaine. Did you hear what I said, Battle?
Oh, did we let Jermaine know? Jermaine, the only reason that the shirts are taking so long is because you needed a horse blanket for a shirt. So that they didn't they didn't have any more of that size in. So you said you wanted a 4X, I believe. So that's the reason that everything's being pushed back, is because they didn't have a 4X T-shirt available in the gray that I wanted to use. So they finally, it has come in, and the shirts are being processed as we speak. That's the update that I have on the shirts, and it usually doesn't take long after that. So,
LJ, a couple weeks ago at Kitty's show, I just said that Horizon likes to put things in back order, which is truth. I wasn't saying anything bad, and Google deleted my comments out of Kenny's live show. So there's some weird crud going on.
I was in Kenny's live show last night, but not until about 2 o'clock, 3 in the morning when I got up to go to the bathroom.
You know who made sure we all knew because it went right by us? George reminded us all that it used to be a mini horse ranch.
And then somebody added that were there midget strippers involved as well, or something like that. I can't remember which
that
one
was.
it was.
Nathaniel Poling.
Nathaniel,
but we're only doing this because we like Kenny. He's a good guy. But they're not many horses to Kenny.
RC Roland, hold on. I'm going to write that down, man, because I have a horrible memory when it comes to remembering things. So I'll write that down.
Horrible is an understatement.
Screw you, dude.
I do too. That's why I'm teasing you. PTSD gives you some symptoms similar to ADD really bad, so your short-term memory just sucks. Well, George,
but I don't ever miss a Bitco Bobby video or a Pilot Ryan video for sure.
George, it was another marathon last night. I saw this morning Kenny was still live when I woke up. He did like an 8-hour show.
Yep. And he was doing something different the entire show. Like when I first looked at the show, he had a FMS 1700 millimeter FMS P47 up on the table. And then when I got up at like 2 or 3 in the morning to go to the bathroom and I went to the show, he had the E-Flight Havoc up there, which I'm actually probably going to redo the Havoc again, you guys. I would like to. I'd like this second chance with the Havoc.
Don't fly
it into
the
first
tree.
Havoc that I had, man, I put that thing through the ringer. Got it stuck in a freaking tree. Just unreal, man. That actually was a nice plane the first time I took off with it and started flying it, man. That was a sweet plane, man. And I got discouraged when I wrecked it, and one of the kids ended up taking it off my hands, and they actually did a really good job putting it back together and fixing it.
Yeah, I should have watched all Kenny's show last night because I did not sleep.
Oh, George, it's awesome, man, having little babies around you. There's only one in the family right now with us. It's just our nephew.
You know why it's nice, Battle?
What's that?
Because when they get all whiny and cryy, you can send them home.
You can just give them back, yeah. But our little buddy Liam, man, he's such a good kid. He's kind of particular in what he wants and what he wants around him and what he needs. And it takes a minute to warm up to him a little bit, but once you do that, it's great. He's an awesome kid, man. So good to have another baby back in the family again, and it's awesome watching him grow up. So George, I completely understand, man. It's so cool having kids in the family. All mine are grown up, man. My kids are they're grown up, and they're just not kids anymore. They're young adults now, and it's just good to have that little smiling baby face in the family.
Usually yes, Pilot Ryan, but the problem is I can't stay asleep, buddy.
Ryan,
I gotta show Ryan this, because he saw my video of me tuning my nitro truck.
He's gonna go to sleep, dude, no.
I got the body on my nitro truck, Ryan.
That's pretty sweet, man.
I'm gonna have to kill the background real quick. Hang on a second, guys.
Yeah, that usually happens. You're about ready to see all Dave's old planes.
There's a couple that aren't yours.
There's a couple.
One or two. See, there's
I only see yours right now.
See, there you go, Pilot Ryan. There's the body on it. Because I know you saw the video of me tuning it.
Is that little thing right there? Is that the pull? That pull start? Is that a pull start right there?
For the tank.
Yeah.
The pull start's down underneath.
What is that little thing sticking up then?
This is for the tank, so it opens the tank.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you. Okay. Gotcha. Awesome, man. Actually, I can't even see any of my planes in your background here.
Well, you got me the EC-1500. EQ helped me get that B2 that I still need to put the wing ends on. Over here you can't see it to my right, but I have the S16 on a stand because the package got dropped, so I gotta do a little bit of fixes, and some of the hinges, the foam broke, so I bought some hinges that finally came this week.
I tried stuffing that box as full as I possibly could.
That you can't avoid that sometimes, but I ordered some Dobro hinges to put on it, and
they literally dropped that package in just right on the right spot for that to happen. They must have.
The pits that you gave me, you used tape for the hinges, so I bought enough hinges to put hinges on it as well. So those are all. Yeah,
that was my plan. I planned to do that with that plane until you decided to take it, and I was like, oh well, I'll just leave that for him to do. But yeah, that was my original plan in the beginning, was to just hinge everything.
I'm in the middle.
The reason I ended up with tape like that is because I actually went to the flying field one day to fly it, and the rudder fell off. So I was like, shit, man. So this guy that I was there, we called the guy, what do they call him? They call him Epoxy Joe at the flying field. And he gave me some of that, that fiberglass tape. And that stuff worked well. I put it on there, and I flew the plane all day, and it was fine. But surprisingly for 4S, man, that plane boogies. That plane does pretty well.
I'm in the middle of cleaning this room out and rearranging it since I have a bunch of planes now. But here's soon. You guys can't see it now, but to my left, this file cabinet thing is going to be in a different room, and I'll have another rack to my left of planes. So
yeah, because he's actually got a few more planes actually coming for me shortly.
Besides the surprise birthday present,
he's getting my old Hobby King Vampire, which I've got like 2 or 3 flights on. That's actually not a bad plane. He's getting my Free Wing Super Scorpion because I have the big FMS one on it, and there's just no need of having that.
I guess they Oh, crud, my brain just stopped working. Sorry.
Discontinued?
Discontinued the Super Scorpion from FMS.
Did they really?
Yeah, someone last night, and it might have been Ken Sprouse, was saying that on Horizon's website it's discontinued.
Well,
Yes.
that maybe for them, but FMS probably still sells it then, right?
Yeah, might be. Wreckham, he is good. I know that sometimes these other brands of planes, if they're not selling, they may be available through the manufacturer still, but E-Flight will sometimes stop selling them if they're not selling. But yeah, I'm getting the Bearcat,
and then the Dyna Meteor. He's also getting the Dyna Meteor from me, which we actually just did an unbox and a review on that one as well. That's a nice plane, man. I flew that with 4,000 packs, you guys. I flew that with HRB 4000 50Cs, man. That thing flew awesome with these 50C. These are quite heavy, but when you put it in the plane, it actually doesn't feel that heavy with this pack in it. And the pack fit in there with no modifications except for just the canopy, where I had to cut a little bit off the canopy. And I flew that thing on 4000s, and that thing flew great, man. It flew awesome on 4000s. You just have to be ready for the weight. There is a little bit of weight there. And as long as you can get that weight as close to the center of gravity as possible, you start taking away some of those bad nose tendencies. The second flight that I did, which is the one we had on camera, I had the battery move back and the plane flew a lot better. And it came off the ground with no problem whatsoever.
I'm also going to buy that Bearcat and that jug off of you.
Oh, that's right. He wants he wants my Arrows Bearcat and my old FMS P47.
Because you wanted to get a new one anyways, and they do still sell it.
Yeah, I want to replace it. I want to start over with that plane because I bought that plane a little bit too early in my Warbird flying days, and I probably should have gotten a few more flights.
Or had some of these newer receivers that have the safe and AS3X in them.
What's that? The new ones do?
Or if you had started flying it with the newer style receivers that have AS3X and safe, you probably would have been okay.
Yeah, my biggest problem was landing the Warbirds at first. What I found out real quick is it's important to use those flaps landing those Warbirds, man. It's really important to pop those flaps, man. Especially, or else they just won't stop. They'll just keep going.
Especially the Jug and the Corsair, because in real life they were literally a huge engine with some small wings thrown on them.
Yeah, I'm ducking under to look at the computer screen, you guys. So if you see me hunching over and looking down, I'm actually just when Eric talks, he's over here, right?
I can move it. I was just doing that because I know your family doesn't like being.
I'm literally having. I would actually have to move you. I'm looking under the plane to see the monitor.
Okay, I put my screen over there.
It's not you that I can't see. It's the monitor itself.
So Dana, there's an issue with that. The reason why he hasn't gotten rid of that bird is because someone won it, and it was going to be like almost the same amount for a brand new one. So Dave just bought the guy a new one.
Oh, you're talking about the 262?
Yeah. He says, Dave, if you want to get your old 262 if you ever part with it, so I have a jet.
Oh, no, the 262 is gone, you guys. Epoxy Joe has that now.
So some of these bigger birds, that's just too hard to get to people. Dave has sold to people he knows locally, so...
Well, Epoxy Joe is the kind of guy who builds his own planes, you guys, and... He doesn't have a lot of these models that you go out and buy. Okay.
Oh, I remember you gave it to him.
He's not an incredibly rich guy. He works hard and he actually builds foam board models. And he does have a few of these nicer models that are like the 262. And he has a Venom. He has a free wing Venom. He's very particular. He doesn't use retracts. He'll actually just keep the retracts down. Even though they can retract, he doesn't retract them.
Yeah, but sometimes the retracts are more harm than good.
Yeah, so he just leaves them down. He doesn't, he's just a very casual type of guy, and he's not picky or particular. Also, I wish I kind of had that personality. That way, he's just a really nice guy. And so what he did was he built me this foam board Corsair. It's a little stunt plane Corsair though. You can flip it and roll it and hover it and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It's awesome.
Those foam board birds, especially the smaller ones, are super light.
Yeah, it was it was a really cool thought. I was like, build me a little Corsair and I'll give you the Dynam 262. And he loves that 262, you guys. I mean, like I said, he doesn't have a lot of planes like that where, you know, you get them from Horizon or Dynam or whatever. So I knew that he was going to enjoy the plane a lot more than me. I had just painted it. He actually took it and actually refinished it again after what I did to it, and gave it a nice black paint job like the rest of his planes that he has. He likes to paint them black. Like
So, Battle, you need to read what Kenny said, and then read Mickey's comment after that.
Hold on, I gotta do this.
About cheaper rates.
Hangar 50, don't let them kid you. I sent him a straight. What the? Jesus Christ.
And then look what Mickey said. He probably sent a mini horse with it, too, and got the discount because a smaller box, like Mickey is saying.
So, you guys, I actually have the Free Wing ME262, and
you
I
have
love
the
it.
old paint scheme,
I'll
though.
never part with the plane. It's by far one of my favorite jets that I own. It's just one of those planes that every one of you guys should have in your collection.
But yours is the older paint scheme that you can't get anymore. It's the same airframe.
That's why I don't like to take mine out so much, you guys. I don't like to take it out so much because it is the older paint schemed one. It was right when they upgraded it to the new power system with the 60 amp ESCs and the new Outrunners, the 12 blade fans, and then they actually went one step above that. And when they made the green one, they put in runners or something. I can't remember exactly, but I have the one that came out right before the green ones came out, and it's got that really sweet paint job on it. I really like that paint scheme. I like the new paint scheme as well too, the dark green one. I do like that one too.
The new paint scheme.
Get one.
The new
I actually might even get one of those, just so that I don't have to fly my tan one anymore, and I can just kind of keep it in the back and keep it for keepsake reasons. And I crashed that thing for the first time. I could not find a fuselage anywhere. They didn't have any of those fuselages on Motion RC's website. I actually found one overseas. I had to pay almost $200 just for the fuselage, you guys, to get it back to me. Luckily for me, the only thing that was broke on the plane was the fuselage. And I paid like almost $200 to get that fuselage sent to me, man. It was go back on my channel, you'll see. Way back. Dave's RC, like
the newest version of that, and I'll talk about that in a second, Pilot Jerry. The newest version of the Free Wing ME262, not only is it the 12 blades, but it's the end runners, whereas it used to be not that. So
it went from having like these like
5 blades,
6 blade or 7 blade
5
EDFs
blades
with these or with these outrunners, 5 blades or whatever. Yeah, 5 blades, and then they
went
switched
to
that to a 12 blade system with more powerful outrunners with 60 amp ESCs, and that's the version that I got. And now they have like the 60 amp ESCs with the in runners with the 12 blade fans, and
the airframe's
you guys
exactly
know
the same.
For everyone, you're getting a little bit better flight times out of those in runners than you do those outrunners, and that's kind of like it's not like you're getting any faster, you're not getting any, but you are getting a little bit more efficient.
The airframe's the same, just the paint job's different, and you have different fan units in it. So,
but for those of you guys that are asking, yes, the HSD 262 is coming soon. I was going to order it a couple weeks ago. And then I realized that they put it on sale, but then they charge $160 or $150 for shipping. So I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Somebody's like, oh, hey, Pilot Ryan and Bitco Hobby are going to be getting those in pretty soon. So why don't you just wait till then? So that's what I'm waiting for. As soon as they hit Bitco, I'm buying one, guys. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for them to hit Bitco's website, and then I'm buying one.
So I kind of helped you out a little too, though. So
and yes, Eric did send me $150 for my birthday so that I could help pay for the shipping costs if Bitco charges shipping for the HSD plane.
As of right now, everything is still free shipping on Bitco's website.
I don't know if they're going to be free shipping. I don't know if they're going to be able to do free shipping on that. On the
that's a big plane. Stuff, though. Mickey BRC
just keep that in mind.
Would be able
they're
to tell
probably
you.
Not going to be able to keep free shipping on the HSD stuff, you guys, because these planes come in considerably large boxes.
Well, Mickey BRC would be able to tell you that. He, with Yoda down there, the guy that used to do a lot of the Free Wing reviews, has this new HSD ME262, and Mickey did the filming of unboxing and flying it and stuff. So
What's the guy's name? I want to check out the video. And I know Pilot Ryan, they just did a video as well.
You'll want to just go to Mickey's channel.
All right.
Because Yoda used to do videos, but he hasn't recently.
Let me write that down. I already got Roland put down. I need to write that down too because I do want to see videos.
Just put Mickey BRC down.
Mickey B, yeah.
But Mickey BRC, not only did they do an unbox, they did some tips and tricks when you put it together, and then they did some flying videos. And
Nice.
him and Yoda did a great job. So, oh, that's true, Barry. It may drop ship because that's usually the way a company like HSD is. Howdy, Mr. Michael Honeychuck. Welcome to the show.
Yep. Welcome, guys.
It's like 3 or 4 videos that Mickey did this past week.
Right.
Of unboxing all the way up to flying with his friend Yoda.
Okay.
I don't know his real name, but that's what he goes by, is Yoda.
Oh, Mickey B is the one that has Yoda. Are they in Australia?
Yeah, they're down in Australia.
Yeah, I know Yoda. I've watched him for years. That's the RC Skunkworks guys, right? That's the RC Skunkworks guys. The ones in Australia, the RC Skunkworks guys.
They don't really do videos anymore, but Yoda was the guy that had his head always shaved.
Shaved bald, yeah, exactly, yeah, absolutely, yes.
Dana, he's not getting rid of it, so.
Getting rid of what?
Your Freewing ME262. So, Dave, Jermaine says just take his shirt to the fly-in for Ryan because he's going to be there.
Okay, I can do that, man. Sure, absolutely, man. That'll work. Dude, hey, Eric, behind the scenes, bro, we need to start working on how to put like advertisements up in the video, like up in the screen. You know what I mean? Like advertisements for the fly-in and stuff like that. That way we can have like that in there. I know it shouldn't be hard for you to do that. If you can add in our screen right here, that's showing our our list.
I have to create basically a tag like I have with your PayPal link. It's not hard.
Okay, yeah, we need to start doing that though. Is start like putting advertisements up there. We want to have like our sponsor up there, which like Dynam. Put Dynam up there because they sponsor a lot of us. They sponsor a lot of these planes for us. But yeah,
well,
Mickey, I've actually been watching you guys for a long time, man.
Even the Dynam birds I'm getting from you are technically sponsored with me. So once I get my receivers that I'm waiting on getting here, you guys will see some BitGo Hobby sponsored planes too. It's like another reviewer off of the same plane from Dave's RC, basically.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, dude. So you guys are that's the RC Skunkwork guys, man. Yeah, the reason I bought my Stinger 90 was because of your guys' video on the Stinger 90, man. That video that Yoda did.
I don't know if it's Yoda, but I know there's guys in Australia that have well over 100 flights on that Stinger 90, and the plane still works and functions and flies great and looks good too.
I am gonna get another Stinger 90, you guys. Absolutely, 100%. I will have another Stinger 90 eventually.
Paul, that makes sense. Those, I wouldn't be surprised because the new bosses that BitGo has probably are not a small box. So I won't be surprised if the HSD stuff is not going to have free shipping either. That's what I thought, Mickey. So Yoda has stopped on the RC Skunkwork stuff, and he does the flying, and Mickey does the filming. So.
Nice. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, you guys do a wonderful job down there, man. I've always liked your show. I've always liked watching you guys' show, watching you guys' videos.
That
was another one that I actually had notifications set up for. I don't get any notifications from Yoda anymore.
He stopped doing it. The last video I remember seeing from him was when he built the big 80mm A10 from Freewing, and the Capybara was in the background going nuts. That bird they have down there that makes a lot of noise.
Is that the one that they took the 80mm fans out and put the 90mm nacelles in? I think that's the one.
I don't know if they switched it out. I can't remember.
The Stork was a smaller box than normal.
Yeah, that's true.
The Storch was a smaller box than normal.
They probably use better shipping though, where that's a higher end item compared to these foam planes.
Yep, probably, yeah. Yeah, that's the 90 millimeter one now. Yes, that thing's awesome. I watched that whole build process when you guys did that one. I mean, I guess I noticed a little bit more performance out of it, but it wasn't incredibly crazy. I mean, it wasn't insane compared to what you get from the 80s, but it definitely was an increase in power, and it sounded good. It sounded awesome.
Jeff in Lower Alabama, if you have to buy something from Hobby King and it's not in the U.S., you have to pay shipping.
Yep.
But what it is, from what it sounds like, it's like FedEx instead of U.S. Postal Service. And trust me, the last thing people you want to send you something balsa is U.S. Postal Service. U.S. Postal Service has quite literally almost lost one of these planes that Dave sent to me. And then another my wife's business, they sent some stuff to somebody. Somehow the U.S. Postal Service opened it, and the container itself made it to the customer, but the contents were gone.
Their system is broken right now, you guys. Their whole shipping system is absolutely broken right now. Trust me and Eric, we're not doing postal service anymore. As a matter of fact, when I go to ship things, he's actually going to print labels for me from now on, and I'm just going to pay him for whatever it costs for him to make the label, because his wife has a quilt business where they sew quilts and make quilts and sewing, and they work on sewing machines and stuff. Too. Yeah, and they sell supplies and everything, and he can actually print out a FedEx label and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to use Eric's FedEx labeling system to ship out stuff from now on. Everybody that's waiting for something right now, I'm just waiting on a little bit of money to clear, and then I'm going to start sending out everybody stuff. And then the other people that are waiting on stuff, it's just because of T-shirts, really. We need to get the T-shirts in so I can send out. Craig Beaven, I already have your batteries, bro.
Just wait on the shirts.
I have them sitting here.
So Barry, no joke, I bought some batteries from Hobby King, right? They sent them. They're good batteries, but they came from Portland, Oregon, from the Hobby King warehouse. Okay, they went to Seattle, which is the normal route. They came to Boise, where I'm at. Then they went to Denver, Colorado, back to Boise, then to Salt Lake City, Utah, and then to Boise yesterday, and I got them yesterday, and they were supposed to be here 3 days before that because they sent them to Denver and Utah.
And what you guys have to understand about shipping things like that is the more a package has to move, the more chance of it being damaged when you get it. It is. So that's that. But yeah,
good idea.
I can definitely bring your shirt, Jermaine. I can definitely bring your shirt to you down there. And as a matter of fact, now that I know that, I can bring Pilot Ryan's and Bobby's shirt with me too. So I'll just everybody that's going to the event that's getting a shirt, I'll just bring those shirts with me. That actually works out pretty good. That works out great because I hate shipping stuff, guys. I absolutely hate shipping things. That's why I do the PayPal thing now with money, because I hate shipping things so much. I've been doing this stuff for like 4 or 5 years now, where I'm doing giveaways and shipping stuff off, and boy, I tell you what, man, it absolutely becomes a pain in the ass to ship things off all the time, and
that's too bad.
To remember to ship things off, and then you ship something off, and then it doesn't get to the person for weeks and weeks and weeks, and they think that you didn't ship it, but you really did. And I'm just tired of dealing with that. So now we just PayPal you guys the money, and you can do whatever you want with it.
Dana,
just let us know what you did with it.
Dana, FedEx is great in Idaho too. I need to tell you something. I just remembered. So you guys know Dad's RC hanger, right? He posts one video up on Fridays, and then the last couple weeks he's been doing a live show in the mornings for us with his friends about FPV drones. So not tomorrow, but the following Saturday, which is actually my birthday, I'll be on his show, and also if Stuart with Hobby King's doing a little bit better because he had surgery, Stuart will be on the show from Hobby King as well, a week from tomorrow.
That's cool. Yeah, FedEx kind of sucks here too. And I'm not pooping on Eric like by saying this, but this is what FedEx likes to do to us up here. They tell you, hey, here's your ship date. Here, this is when it's going to be delivered. And then the day it's supposed to show up, they say, oh, sorry, it's not going to be there until tomorrow or the next day. That's the only thing that I can't stand about FedEx. But if that's the only thing that I have to deal with FedEx, then I'll deal with it. That's fine. But yeah, it just so happened that this thing was supposed to show up on the 21st. It didn't end up showing up until the 22nd. And it's not that I was mad that they moved the date back, but it's like when you're up in the morning at 11 o'clock and you're waiting for a package to get delivered, because that's usually when FedEx delivers here to my place, is that usually between 10 and 11 in the morning. And you're looking for that delivered sign, and then they say, oops, sorry, it's not going to be there until tomorrow. So it's just that they don't get the information out to you fast enough so that you know, like I had my whole day planned for that day to go pick it up, do the unbox there, and then things get messed up when they're like, oh, sorry, right at the last minute, they're like, it's not going to be there until tomorrow. Oops, we're sorry. Oops. But I guess that's my only dilemma with them. They don't really suck. It's just kind of it sucks to.
It's just dealing with a carrier, basically. So, Paul, well, considering
right.
Memphis spills over into Mississippi, Memphis is so big it actually crosses into the state of Mississippi. But the hub for FedEx, when it's not frozen over, like it was a couple weeks ago, like Texas, is in Memphis.
Dad's RC Hangar is great. Yes, he is. Absolutely. Yes, he is. He is awesome, man.
We'll be talking about
good dude.
Anything Nitro RC, so I'll talk about this beautiful motor some more on his show. But surface and airplane Nitro RC engines, you guys.
That's nice. That's awesome, man.
This is my spare motor.
I ordered a gasket for my four-wheeler, got it in Indianapolis, and it decided to go to Omaha, Nebraska for some damn reason. Yep. That's what I'm dealing with the Postal Service. Anything that I send out of Maine is, and then when it gets over near Eric to his hub, they decide that they want to send it back to the main hub in Denver or in Salt Lake City, Utah, before they actually send it back to him. And it just so happened that the package before last, they sent it to Denver, then back to Boise, then from Boise they did both, and then back to Boise, and then they finally delivered it to him. And I just can't see like the dollar signs just racking up, and they're wondering why they keep having to have like federal bailouts.
Besides losing your stuff, like they did to my wife's customer, where the packing itself made it to the customer, but not the contents.
Yeah, Joe Pellegrino. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's actually a great idea, man.
I have that issue sometimes when stuff from overseas comes to me, even though I never check the box saying that there has to be a signature.
What is going on, man? Good to see you in here.
Hopefully you're having a good week, Mr. Dennis.
Yes, sir.
Well, hopefully everybody had a good week. So
the primary hub for UPS is in Louisville, Kentucky. Well, that's convenient for you, Mr. George Watt. That's convenient for all you guys.
So
awesome, guys.
What questions do you have for us, guys? Because we're right at an hour. We're doing the giveaway next week, so...
Giveaway is next week. Yes, guys. Giveaway next week, man. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Did you ever get a number, Mickey?
Yeah, Mickey B. Seeing how we're doing PayPal for you guys that are overseas. If just let us know if you need a number. We'll give you a number.
I'm giving him one right now. You're number 19, Mickey.
And we're trying to revamp the system as best we can, guys. So next week, if we get into the giveaway and we draw a bunch of numbers, just don't worry. We're deleting them as we go. If the people aren't here and we haven't seen them for a while, we're just gonna put them down as like a no-show, and then we'll put somebody else into their spot. And hopefully, eventually, it'll kind of just work itself out so that we can get – because we usually have about 80 people in there during a giveaway, maybe a little more. And I just want to make sure that the 80 people that we're drawing for are the people that are actually in the damn chat. So
all good, Dennis. That was more important to go do that. Met with some friends whose wife passed away recently from cancer. So, yeah, that's important.
Dennis, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks, man. It's always hard losing loved ones, man, and it definitely good that you were there to support them.
Boss
That's awesome.
223, you're 134. I assigned, even though Dad's Hanger's not in here tonight, I just assigned him a number. Let's check, Roachcoat. Yep, you're still 47, Roach. Or
Those of you
Reckham,
guys that have been here for a while, your numbers will probably all be the same.
GB or Reckham's for that matter.
Mickey BRC 38.99. Whoa, holy shit, man. That's in Australian dollars. So what is that, like 400 American?
No, it's like
I have no idea what the exchange rate for Australian money is, man. Is it more? Is their money like more like the euro? Is it like as much as the euro or less than the dollar?
I think it's closer to the euro, but I could be wrong.
Well, we appreciate it, Mickey. Thank you, man. Thank you for what you guys have done. And Yoda and all you guys, man. You guys, many nights I'm sitting there watching Yoda's videos and watching you guys. So definitely appreciate what you guys have done for the hobby. Like I said, I wouldn't even have considered a Stinger 90 had it not been for watching you guys' channel. And I actually bought a JP fan for that thing and put it on 8S, and that thing was awesome, man. Awesome.
RC awesome, Roland, awesome. Yes, you are 96. As you can see, I just zoomed in so you could see it better.
Yeah, you guys don't pay attention to the numbers that are on the far left. It's the ones that are next to the names that are the ones that are important.
Yeah.
Right, Eric?
Correct, because I did all this formatting up to the side and above to make it look nice. The numbers for the rows is different than what your number is. So it's the number right next to your name, not over here where the rows are.
No, thank you, Mickey. Thank you, man. I appreciate everything that you guys have done, man. That's awesome. Thanks a lot, man. GB Linden in the house.
Does anybody know RC Glory? Because I don't. So.
Never heard of her.
Or him. I don't know.
Or him. Oh, I thought you said Gloria. No, my bad.
RC Glory.
RC Glory. Look, man, if you're new to the channel, that's great. Awesome. Welcome aboard, man. Dave's RC. This is Total Line. We do this every Friday. And then once a month, we do a really big giveaway where we do a couple of like $200 and $250 giveaways. And that'll be next week. If you'd like, we can give you a wrench, which will moderate you or make you a moderator. And then we'll also give you a number. If you show up next week and we draw your number, you win. And I pay everybody by PayPal.
What, Victor, no number for you or no number for him?
Victor's got a number.
Yeah, Victor won last month, and I cannot think of a better guy that needs it since he was off for a couple weeks because of COVID.
Yep, no, that actually worked out really nicely. I'm glad we had a couple of people in there that won that have been subscribers for a while. That's what I always like to see that. Nothing against you new guys that show up, but
so
it's
RC
always awesome to see
Glory,
some of these older guys win.
I'll tell you what we'll do. You'll be a moderator, but like everybody else, before we give you a number, you'll have had to stay around for like 30 days. So this next week you won't be in the drawing because Dave's trying to promote people that stay with the channel. So this next giveaway you won't be in, but if you stay with us, the one in May you'll be in, if that makes sense. Because that's
so yeah, we'll do a draw. We'll do another giveaway at the beginning of May. So we'll do one next week. Will be April's giveaway, and then the next one after that we'll do a giveaway again, and then you guys you'll be a part of that one. But we'll get you your number and everything now. That way you're situated, and then just come to the show. Come to next week's show and see how we do the giveaway and check it out. It's always a good time. Everybody loves it, man.
That's how we've always done it, though. If you're new, we'll moderate you, but then a month later, after you've been modded, we'll give you a number and you'll be in the giveaway.
So yeah, we'll
moms.
And yes, the prizes are real, and yes, people do get what they get. That's that.
RC Roland, that's too bad. I know Victor was off for 3 weeks as well. He just said so. What it comes down to, RC Glory, is Dave wants people committed to the channel, not someone that wins something and then bounces, if that makes sense.
Because we have had that happen before, and it's actually kind of unfair to the guys that have been here forever and they've never won anything. Some new guy comes in, wins, and then we never see him again. It's kind of a bummer. for the guys that actually are here every week, that are here for the show, that actually take interest in the show. And you know, me and Eric, we're good guys, man. And this community, you won't find a better community of people in the RC community. I mean, anybody and everybody that you see in this chat right now, you'll see in other chats and other videos that are done next, like tomorrow, the Pilot's Lounge, Pilot Ryan, who's like the king rat. He's awesome, man. He used to do promotional videos for Motion RC. He's kind of ventured off and he's doing his own thing now. And he has a show tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. It's called the Pilot's Lounge. And that's where you really get to meet the whole community, because everybody from the community is usually in Pilot Ryan's show. And we are huge supporters of Pilot Ryan, and Pilot Ryan is huge supporters of us as well. So make sure you check out Pilot Ryan's show tomorrow, because that's where you'll find the whole core of this community tomorrow night at Pilot Ryan's show.
I agree, George. To you that guys that have been out of work because of COVID, good luck in the coming weeks, because that's not fun. You go from having a paycheck to no paycheck, and it's not like you can go out and work because you have COVID and they won't let you work.
And then unemployment always usually gives you the runaround for a few weeks before they can give you anything, so that also sucks.
And you still have to be out looking for employment. The stimulus checks
don't come nearly fast enough.
Oh, thank you, Racco.
I believe I heard something that in Australia they actually get like $2,000 a month since this whole COVID thing started. They actually get $2,000 worth of stimulus money a month.
Is that true, Mickey?
I could be wrong. Mickey B, is that true? Like, I literally read that the other day, that you guys actually get a monthly stimulus check every month since this whole COVID thing has started.
Look what Mickey just put. I'm not reading that out loud.
I didn't see it.
His last comment.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious. I did actually read that in a thread, and I was kind of wondering if it's true.
Yes, very true, Joe. The great group of people, and if you're committed to the community, we'll take care of you. That what Mr. Hamilton's hanger said previously was commitment. We don't want to.
Mike Bird, what's up, man?
That's howdy, right Mr.
There.
Mike Bird.
Mike Bird.
He needs a number because he's overseas. So
yep,
good timing, Mike.
Mike Bird, we're gonna give you a number real quick, buddy.
You don't have to be in the show, though, on the giveaway where you're overseas, buddy.
Yeah, you don't have to be in the show, but if you can be, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, if you can be, that's fine. But you're number 27,
okay, so
Mike.
There is a higher payments for people who are already unemployed and support those who lost jobs due to COVID, like a what is it? That went too fast. Oh, fortnightly thing. Okay. All right, I got you. Okay, so basically people who are like literally unemployed, they get a little bit more money. People who are actually employed and still work some hours, they get a little bit less. Okay. But you guys are getting something every month. Like, why can't the United States do that, bro? Like, why can't the United States?
I know why. Because it doesn't matter what. This is the only thing I'll say, because we don't want to go too political, but it's because both parties on both sides of the fence believe it's their money, even though it's us fitting the bill for them.
It's our money. That's our money. America, take what's yours. No, I'm just kidding. Let's start the uproar now. It's time to take over the government. No, I don't want to get demonetized. Never mind. Jesus Christ.
Too late.
This video down so quick.
Too late.
It's time to join as one and come up above the government and take back what's rightfully ours, guys. They're taking our money and putting it in their pockets rather than giving it to us. We are the people. That money is supposed to be ours. That is your money that these politicians and freaking goddamn senators and governors are putting into their pocket rather than giving it to you.
I'm giving you a number now.
You read my mind. You just took it right out.
Sorry, that was just because I forgot. So sorry about that, buddy. But you're number 94. We're not perfect, so if we ever miss you guys is in here, let us know. We'll get you taken care of.
I mean, how corrupt does a system have to be where a politician can literally take money out of your pocket and people know about it? We obviously know that they're doing it, but yet nothing's being done about it. No lawsuit to get the money back. Nobody's suing the government to get the money back.
Mike
It's
Bird.
only going to happen where everybody in the goddamn world as one has to come together as one, as a collective, to make sure that this doesn't happen anymore. And until that happens, you guys, we're going to get pushed and shoved around by the government and the politicians and all that bullshit for as long as history, as long as the world continues to gravitate around the sun. Until we do something about it, nothing will be done. That's period. That's and for all you countries out there that are doing it the right way, congratulations and kudos to you. Maybe the American people, maybe the American politicians can learn a little something from you.
Okay, sorry about that, MSJRC. Mike Bird, I had you on the list twice, so instead of being a lower number, you're 27 instead of 94 now.
Nice. Anyways, guys, so I'm gonna go through a spiel. We got Sundays. Who's new on Sunday?
You have David. David yourself.
David yourself. By the way, thank you for the donation tonight, sir.
Just needs 5 subscribers.
5
to
more
get
subs,
to 500.
Guys,
and if he gets to that, if he gets to 500, he's giving away the new Arrows F-15, the 64 millimeter twin EDF.
That's a nice plane, you guys. That is a sick setup. So yes, 5 more subs for him, and then you've got Randy Ruffins
and BitGo Hobby.
And BitGo Hobby on Sundays, and then on Mondays you've got Air Marshal Mondays.
Gooniac and Nate.
That's right, Gooniac and Nate, Mr. Fiery Booty himself, Mr. Ray. On Tuesdays
is
Flight Club.
Flight Club
with Jeff and Dustin. Anybody before them or after them?
No. So
not on Tuesday, right? No, not on Tuesday. On Wednesdays, you got my man Hamilton Hanger, aka Shay the Man.
And then GB.
Make sure you guys check him out. A new and upcoming YouTuber, and we all love him around here. So make sure you guys go check out Hamilton's Hanger. Super awesome dude. Love the guy to death.
RC Roland, correct. We did say that, but that's correct. You have on Sundays after David yourself, you have Randy and BitGo Hobby. That is correct.
That's right. Yeah, we said that. We might have just said it a little too fast. And then after Hamilton's Hanger, you got Mr. GB Linden. He is the midweek god. Hump day. Over 20-something thousand subs, 30,000 subs. The guy's awesome, man. He's literally the biggest YouTuber that we have in the community. And he's an awesome dude. Just a straight-up awesome guy. He has a huge following of people. And then on Thursdays...
Before you say Kenny, you have Jeff in Lower Alabama.
I knew that there was somebody before. I couldn't remember exactly. Yes, but Jeff from Lower Alabama does have a show on Thursdays before Kenny, guys. Make sure you guys check out Jeff from Lower Alabama. We just had him on the show a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks back, 5 weeks back, to try to promote him out there a little bit. And for those of you guys that don't know, we do take on once a month, twice a month. We'll actually take on one of you newer YouTubers to get you guys on this show so that you guys can promote yourself. And we just did that for Jeff from Lower Alabama not too long ago.
Last week was Roach Coach.
And then we did Roach Coach. That's right, Roach Coach Hellies. Awesome dude. I met him at Jet Jams. Sweet, awesome dude. He's just an awesome dude. And then after Mr. Jeff from Lower Alabama, you have Kenny the Marathon Man, the bus driver. And I literally woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he starts at 9 Eastern time, and he was literally still going at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when I got up to go to the bathroom. So he definitely does his thing over there. And if any of you guys are going to start a show or do a new show, or just let us know so that we can promote that out there for you guys. And then on Fridays, you've got Motion RC that does theirs at noon time, right around 11 to noon or something like that. And then back here again at 9 p.m. Eastern time, guys, for Dave's RC Total Line. But yeah, guys, that's it. Is that it, Eric? You got anything?
Well, a couple people have asked about Farmer. I won't go into too much detail because then I'll get myself in trouble. But he's taking a break for a while, you guys.
So listen, guys, I'm just going to say it like this. Me and Eric, we actually were going to try to avoid this conversation tonight. Look, first off, you don't promise something to someone and then not deliver. Second off, the worst thing about it is you promised that stuff on Christmas. That's God's day. You promised that stuff to someone on Christmas, for Christ's sakes, and then you didn't come through. And on top of that, you bought a $14,000 snowmobile and showed it off all over YouTube, besides giving these guys the prizes that they won. Unfortunately for Farmer, he's dug his own grave, and I've got nothing good to say about it at this time. And that's where I'm going to leave it, man. I'm really just going to leave it right there. Me and Eric are both disappointed in the whole situation. And he also just put up a video, which he quickly took down because he realized how incredibly mean and ignorant it was. He got a lot of negative feedback on that video, and rightfully so, man. I mean, God, man. I mean, that's just where I'm going to go with it. Yeah, so Farmer's taking a break, and
Pilot Jerry, supposedly he will someday, but I'm not going to go into that. So
I'm not promoting anything for him anymore. I'm not. If you're friends with Farmer Man, that's great. Trust me, I'm not here to deter you away from being a subscriber to Farmer Man. I'm not here to deter you away from being Farmer Man's friend. I'm just here to give my opinion on the situation, and I think it's kind of bogus, man. And I'm sorry for those of you guys that actually won something that night and you guys didn't get anything. Me and Eric have been talking in the background about potentially not bailing Farmer Man out, but giving something to you guys that potentially had not gotten anything that night. I'm working on it with Eric. So just keep that in the back of your mind that Dave doesn't forget about you guys. I will not forget about you. And just like I said, me and Eric are working something out in the background here where we can potentially get something out to those guys that were neglected by
on another topic. A week from tomorrow, which is April 3rd, is my birthday. I will be on Dad's Hangar RC. Or Dad's RC Hangar. Sorry, he's over in England.
That's right. Eric's gonna be a guest on the show, you guys.
I'll be on his. So for us in the States, it's Saturday morning, but it's evening for them over in England. But I'll be on a show. So
that's pretty cool that Dad's RC Hangar all the way over from England wanted Eric to be on his show because Eric's kind of knowledgeable about RC motors and nitro motors and gas motors and stuff like that. And Dad's RC Hangar thought, whoa, oh, man, you got to come on the show. So that's cool. Eric's actually been invited to go on a show with on Dad's RC Hangar. So that's really cool, man. But yeah, guys, listen, man, we've been going for a little while now. I don't want to get into anything more with the whole Farmer Man situation. I want to look forward to the future and what this channel and what all the other channels have to offer to everyone. And Eric, that's going to be sweet, man. Make sure you guys check out Eric on Dad's RC Hangar. If you can't check it out live, make sure you guys go back and watch the replay at least so that you can show your man some love and support. I love every one of you guys out there. Don't forget to join us next week for the giveaway, you guys. As of right now, I haven't done the tally, but we just got a lot of donations tonight, so it's looking like our normal giveaway amount so far from what I've seen. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Go out and fly. Remember to fly free or die. I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC. Toe the line. Eric is my mischief man, my man with the master plan over here. You got anything, buddy?
Fly free or die, everybody.
Fly free or die. We're out of here, guys. In 3, 2, 1, peace.